Hey there. This is probably my favorite type of action shot, and it is the showing motion or still blur shot. So, as the title implies, there's something in motion and there's something still in the shot. And I really like how this looks because you can really capture something creative with the right timing and the right location. And it's not that difficult to do compared to the other types of action shots. So, how would we do something like this? We're capturing something that's blurry in the shot, and the blur is being caused by its movement, and something that isn't moving at all, something that's stationary. In this case, we have a moving subway car leaving the station, and a person waiting there that's completely still. Okay, what is the technique for this? So we're gonna shoot with a slower shutter speed, similar to the panning for action shot, which was shot at the lower shutter speed. But the difference is you're not moving. What's moving in your scene is going to cause the blur. So you'll have to think about how fast or what locations you need to be in order to have a object that's fast enough for you to capture and it'll look blurry in your shot. Okay, a person walking, maybe not so much. Maybe person on the bike, probably enough. Running, someone on a skateboard or a car for sure, right? So you put your shutter speed at a lower shutter speed rate, 1/30th or 1/15th. Focus on something that isn't moving. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a bench. It could be a newspaper stand. Something um, that isn't moving. And then you hold still because 1/30th and 1/15th of a second are pretty slow shutter speeds. And if you don't have a tripod, you want to try to keep as still as possible. You also may use a tripod in order to capture the shot because you are shooting with slower shutter speed. And then you take the picture. Okay, let's talk about how we do this in terms of metering. Just like anything else in action photography, you are thinking about your shutter speed first. And in this case, for panning for action, it's a slower shutter speed. So set your camera's ISO. You can set it to a lower ISO, 100 or 200. And then you want to set the appropriate shutter speed, like 1/30th or 1/15th of a second. Hold as still as possible, or place the camera on a stable surface. Could be a bench, could be a table, or a tripod. Okay. Then you would meter, look through your viewfinder, look through the meter in your viewfinder, and then you adjust your aperture until the meter goes to the zero. That would indicate you have metered the scene, and then you wait for the action to unfold in front of you, making sure you focus on a stationary object first. Let's say the bus is going to be passing by as someone's sitting at a bus stop. You're focusing on that person. That bus is passing by in your frame, and the right moment you take the picture. You will have a blurry bus in your frame in the final image, and the person will be sharp because you are focusing on that person. Okay. Um, that is it for this particular technique. Have fun with this one. Like I said, I think it's a pretty creative one, and you could really find some interesting situations to create some interesting shots. Okay.